everyone, Lauren here from Color the Kitty, doing something different for tonight. So, for my Thursday Hello Part 2, I want to do some acrylic painting. This sheet was actually a color by numbers coloring book for colored pencils, but I decided let's do painting with it. So here we go. So, I am not sure what I'm doing. It's occurred to me last time I was doing this, I don't remember what color that green is. Great. Green, green, green. Because I wrote the list. I started this picture like a couple years ago. And of course, for the life of me, do you think I know what the heck I was doing? So it's probably Hooker's green is the 16. Let me see if I can figure out that green. So I might as well finish the green. Hooker's green, that's probably it. Alright, let's just do Hooker's green then. I'm just checking what we have, because I actually have all the paints pulled out for this project years ago. And yet, I kind of started this picture, bucked around a few times, and then just, of course, classic me, never finishes, so here we go. So, I'm using Artist's Loft Michael's paint, and this Hooker's green, because I think that's the color. Let me check the list, because there's some reason I feel like I was using something else. We got Neon, Hookers, Viridian, and Metallic Bronze. Maybe we'll look at Viridian for a second. That might be the green, actually. But, I don't know. So we can try to figure out which green is it. Because there could be a chance I might have put the green away years ago. Because I was using it, and I didn't use it. I don't see it in here, so let me just dig around. Might be Viridian. I love how I started this project without any prep and logic here. It's classic me. And just looking at other paints that I have in case it jumps out. Where's Viridian? Let me check this set. See what we got. So I've got... because someone in my family keeps buying me Michael's paint, which is nice, except it's not my preference. So let's take a look inside the box of boxes. Of course, this one is really not liking me today. There's Viridian. Alright, let's make sure we have it. There's more than one Viridian, apparently. Oh, wait. Oh, that's oil. That's why. Okay, is it watercolor? Am I using watercolor? Or am I using acrylic? Good question. Huh. Maybe that's why I'm having trouble with the picture. Watercolor. Oil, oil, watercolor, watercolor. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Whatever. You know me, knowing me, I probably looked at it. Oh yeah, it's the same paint. No, it isn't. It's actually watercolor paint. That might be why my picture doesn't look too good. Alright, now, here's the fun part. Because I opened the box, I gotta get the box back together here. Now, it looks like at some point I had Viridian, or I had a different... Oh my goodness, this is what happens when I try to do things on the fly. Okay, let's see if we can piece together this paint problem. Okay. Of course, kitty cat. Okay, so what are my options here? Because I even wrote down acrylic. So if I had to take a guess, if I want acrylic again, this other color looks almost it. So let's just pull that out, because I think that is the color I'm trying to use. So let's just use that one. But let me just double check. I don't have that one out already, because I've got all these paints and paints. Oh wait, here we go. Here's Viridian in acrylic. Aren't I a disaster? Okay, so we solved that paint puzzle. That's what I mean. Someone keeps buying me Michael's paint. Alright, and then let's, for the finale, put the watercolor Viridian away for real this time. That way we actually know where it is for next time. Versus this confusion of tonight. Da, 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 da. Open this one more time. And Viridian goes back to the watercolor. Okay. Because that might be why my picture looks like crap. Because I used the wrong paint. Oh well. So let's make it more confusing by mixing paint now. Okay. So then let's seal that together. Alright. Let's actually give this a try now. So I want to use the Viridian, because I think that's the color. And Viridian, if I'm pronouncing right, is number 17. And that would make sense with the way this picture is. So let's just go for it. And knowing my luck, no, I have used this color before. Alright, so I'm just going to put some on my palette board. Just a little for tonight. When it comes to paint, I originally started with acrylic, so I'm kind of used to acrylic, even though I'm not really that expert myself. So I've got some really cheap paintbrushes, which are probably not that great, so I'm just going to use my little itty bitty guy. And I've got some water to help me along. So I'm going to go over the sections that was probably the wrong paint. See if we can fix this up better. Because this could probably use a couple coats just for number 17. But that way, hopefully, I can make this look pretty good. And this paper is totally not meant for painting, but I'm like, you know what? I have so many coloring books. Why not just go for it like this? Because I've been lately getting into a little more mixed media with some of my fun projects, and I'm like, again, I have so much stuff here that I just keep collecting, or people keep gifting me or something. I need to just use them up. Yeah, this looks like the color, so okay. Yay, I'm on to something. And I probably could have used a bigger brush, but I'm like, no, this is all like small little detail stuff, so I'm just gonna use what I feel like using, even though I'm using dollar store brushes and I need to upgrade to better brushes. But I'm kind of cheap that way. I'm kind of weird when it comes to paint and materials. I don't know why. But yeah, this is looking a hell of a lot better. Yeah, it's looking a lot. But this picture, as much as the bees got a really bright orange happening, because at the time I didn't have as much Michael's paint as I do now. Because again, someone kept buying me more and more. Which is very nice of them. Just after a while, it's like, yeah, but there's other paint I want to use. And I'm kind of dry brushing, which is what I prefer to do, even though it doesn't always be effective. Because I have not put water to that brush yet. Whereas again, I do prefer acrylic, and making sure I am recording for YouTube, because Facebook has a way of no longer letting me download my own videos. I've got that. And then literally just keep going. So I'm probably just only doing this green tonight. I think my goal is to get all the green of this color done tonight. I think that is a very good goal. Yeah, I've been trying to be more mindful of realizing I've started so many projects over the course of years, and I gotta get back to finishing these. So that's where my Color to Kitty Thursday videos, I'm looking at rotating my painting and coloring and fun project list to try to help these progress along, and I think that's a very good idea. Especially when more and more projects I want to do, the list keeps growing and growing. This is actually quite fun. I miss painting. I really need to paint more often. Like, even this is just a basic coloring book sheet. It is still a lot of fun. And I was smart to change my shirt tonight. I'm wearing my old raggedy sweater that is so comfortable. You know when you have that one type of sweater that you wear all the time because it's comfy? This is it. And it probably looks like crap, looks like it's ripped. The edges are getting frayed on here, but I'm like, yeah, but it's my comfy sweater. I wear it a lot. Much to the frustration of my family, probably. Why is Lauren wearing that sweater again? Because it's comfy. This is actually quite fun. This is looking real. It looks really dark on camera, this green, eh? Like, it's quite a green. Trying to make sure I don't stick my hand in it. Something I do. Alright, I've got that. So I'm going to tackle that. Actually, no, I'm going to work on some of that. Now, I'm actually glad I kicked myself to do some painting. This green is really dark. I'm glad I found my notes on how I was making this project. That helps so much. So I think even the first time I did this with the blues, I think I did multiple coats on it. Actually, just to get it to where it's at, so makes sense. Alright, let's turn it the other way. This is looking pretty good, actually. I am really liking this. Alright, so I got that. And I'm going to come back on the other sides very carefully because I got a lot of paint on here. This looks really good. I'll just keep saying that because I think so. This is cute. And the way I paint probably isn't the best way, but it's just the way I'm familiar with. It's almost like a dabbing motion. Yeah, I know I don't load the brush properly, especially this brush is so small, but that's okay. It's an art form, it doesn't have to be a certain way. Okay, so we got that. So the next is that next leaf, and then keep going with number... Oh, this is supposed to represent bright green. Oh, that's hilarious. This is definitely not bright green. Alright, well I'm definitely not following the color code on this one. Definitely was trying to substitute with whatever I had kicking around here for paint. Alright, so I've got that. Turn it around a little more. Work on that next leaf. And we'll come back to fixing all that. Alright, and turn her around. Try to get more of the other side of the leaf. there's a good chance that this might need a bunch of coats to make it look good. Because I think the blue, I did several coats to get it to wherever it's at. Alright, so I've got that. The next part on the leaf. Might turn it the other way. This is not a bright green. Oh my god, this picture is gonna look so weird. Alright, so I got that. Okay, so we're caught up on all the greens, which looks like black on camera, doesn't it? Okay, so this green Viridian is 17. So let's look through if we have more 17, which we do right there. And I think that might be the last for 17. And of course I get chirped. Oh, because it's 8 o'clock. My reminder to do this video, but I'm already doing it, so there we go. Alright, and then just a little more on that. And then turn it the other way. And I'm probably looking at doing more different medium. Just to keep it interesting. Oh, I just put my hand right in the paint. Oh my goodness. Alright, and turn it again. So I can get the rest of that. Oh, hey, Debbie, thanks. Well, let me move my hand in a moment. I'm just trying to get a little more paint on here. Alright. Yeah, no, I like the the colors are a little wonky. Like the wings are holy freaking blue, but it still looks really cool. And in that green, it's actually the black leaves looks more like it's actually green. It looks black on camera, doesn't it? Like, oh my goodness. Can I make it brighter? No, it looks pretty dark. This is actually a lot of fun. So there we go. There's my green. And actually, this one looks pretty good. So I think because I'm probably using the proper paint this time, because maybe the first time I didn't. I don't think there's any more 17 on there. I think we got it all. Alrighty. So I'm not sure if I'm tempted to do one more painting or not. Oh, and I just realized I still have paint on my palette board. But there's an easy fix to that in just a few minutes. I'm just doing a quick clean to that brush to somewhat clean it. Alright, let me wrap up what we got going on here. So what I do at this point in the game is when I have a little bit of paint left, I put this off to the side. I grab one of these fine wonky things because I'm making like wacky paper. And I'm just going to pick up the rest of that paint that I'm not going to use tonight and just muck around on here. Nothing fancy. By doing this, I'm making my own scrapbook paper. As much as it looks so weird, but I keep a couple of these sheets kicking around just for this purpose, and there we go. So that is tonight. Yay! So let me bring in the fun project back. There we go. So I'm liking how this turned out, even though it's pretty freaking weird, but that's okay. And I'm just going to clean that brush. But yeah, that's pretty cool. So probably when I come back next, I may or may not do another round of the green. I might not. It's actually, well, I might do one more green because the blue I did several layers. So yeah, I might do another green and then move on to a new section. But yeah, that looks pretty darn cool. So there we go. Yay! Alright everyone, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching and hope you enjoyed my creativity of Thursdays. And if you have any questions about what I do, please give me a shout. If you're curious about what this project is, where I got this page from, I can look it up for you. I think it's from a Color by Numbers book, Calm and Mindfulness. I think both had this page in it, so this looks really, really cool. Alright, thanks everyone. Bye for now. And as well, before I totally forget, I always forget this part, hashtag replay. Like, share, comment, follow, and subscribe. Now I say bye-bye.